Howdy, SimTheWorld here. We are back with our Alpine expansion playthrough on Farming Simulator 19. So last episode we had some difficulties, particularly with our new fertilizer, where, we just spazzed out there. We had went through 5,000 liters on just field 14 over there for our contract, which basically meant we lost money. So I went over to our field calculator because I do have the mod installed, so we can take a look at what needs what. And for fertilizer in particularly, field 14 does state it only takes 1,000 liters. So that made me wonder, why did we have such an issue where we spent almost 5 times the amount? So I picked up, this is field 22, the contract. It wants us to fertilize this as well. I also went ahead and bought another 5,000 liters of fertilizer. Again, at no great expense here. And I was playing around with the settings, and I deactivated the automatic application. And would you look at that? Look at how much slower it is going. As you can see, I did slow down time just a little bit to make sure I could test this and get the right answer for you guys. So now that we have an answer as to why the fertilizer was, spewing all the money out the back end, basically, we do have a final answer. It makes sense. I don't know why the automatic setting was probably doing max. Maybe that's just because it's a contract. But as you can see, like this, I think the field was like, it's a smaller field, and it didn't even use any of the 5,000 liters I just bought. So this is the setting I should have used for field 14. That also means if you're playing through, go ahead and make sure if you're picking up fertilizing contracts, they are good paying. Just make sure you're not spending the extra money that you don't have to by turning off the automatic fertilizing application. And of course, this only applies if you're using the Precision Farming DLC. If you don't have that mod or the DLC installed on your game, you don't have to worry about that at all. So hopefully this is helpful. This is a learning series for me as well as hopefully you guys. Otherwise, I'm sure you guys would be pulling your hair out. So with this takes care of both we're in mid-afternoon. We probably should head back to the farm and see how the cows are doing. Or I suppose we could just pop into our cow menu here. I don't know if the DLC drops the amount of straw that can be held, but it does seem to be going through a lot more straw a lot more quickly. Same with water. I topped this off this morning, and we probably should run back and take a look at them. So this would be a good time to do that. Then we can figure out what our next contract should be. Earn some money in the game. I might also run over to the farmer of Field 14 and see if I can't pound on his door and be like, hey dude, we perfectly fertilized the field for optimal production. Why don't you throw us a little bit more money for all that fertilizer we blew through? See if he will play ball, or if we're going to have to eat that $9,000. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can keep going through some of these fertilizer contracts on the offshoots, because I'm not going to take you through every one. I don't think that's necessary, but here and there might be fun. Here and there, checking out the different fields, seeing if there's future fields we may want. Obviously, this is important for you guys to let me know what you want to see, because I'm not just playing this game for my own sake. I want to see what you guys think we should do, what will be most entertaining in the direction we should go. So let's get some of the straw unloaded. Yeah, it really doesn't take much. I wish we could like expand the straw capacity, but just that little bit. Yeah, it only does 750 liters, and they seem to be going through that pretty quickly. I might just move this water tank over to the water trough too. Let me refill it. Another reason it is really handy to have this tractor, second tractor here. Makes a lot of this work a lot more quick. I would like to, I think the next tractor I'd like to pick up, or some sort of vehicle, would be an electric type, or electric fuel source. Obviously, that was the purpose of this expansion. That was the big thing they were marketing. My farm even has an electric option, or the tank there, so we could just plug in anything that we buy. Obviously, a lot of those things cost a good chunk of money, so I'm not racing out right away. My main focus right now is getting that field. Let's go talk to, or I'm gonna run and make a phone call for the farmer, see if we can't get some money in our account, and then we'll continue. Alright, so I was taking a look through the contracts. As for the potato ones, I really want to do one of those, but I don't want to. I want to start it in the morning because I have a feeling it's going to be an all-day affair. Obviously, I don't plan on buying any of the potato planting equipment, or at least not yet. I haven't taken a look at what's in the store, what they offer. But we did just buy the fertilizer, so I want to get some use out of that. So I was looking at the map. We could just come down the road and start. We could tackle 18, maybe tackle field 20 today. We'll see how much time we have and try to earn back some of the money. So I'm going to take, where's that contract tab? Yeah, let's take field 18 here. We'll accept the contract and we'll start heading over there. I also do, you'll see my money went up a bit. Ooh, it's already starting to get a little later in the day. Might be finishing this field up this evening. I was able to call the farmer and convince him to pay out just a little bit. He ended up giving us $5,000 extra for the, ooh, don't want to jump out. Yeah, he gave us $5,000 for the additional fertilizer we used on the field. Hopefully that's not a reoccurring situation. It better not. We don't have the money for that. So it does put us in a bit of a better position. But if we can go ahead and finish off a couple contracts, that should put us in a position of completely paying for this fertilizer. The machine, not for the not for the product. Of course, the contracts themselves build into the amount the product. So let's switch over to this. I will turn it on. Yeah, we don't want automatic application rate. We just want to make sure that is not ticked. And with this, we should be good to go. So I'm going to see how quickly we can whip through this field. And in fact, let me make a phone call, see if we can't pick up field 22 and hit these both at the same time. Who owns field 20? Somebody else, but we'll accept that contract too. That's actually what I did a few episodes ago when we were cultivating. Because it is just, this is a little path here. It's not a big deal to run over with the machinery. Now that the fertilizer isn't spitting out money, it doesn't bother me to do that either. So I'll come back when this is wrapped up, and hopefully this will wrap up our day. Then tomorrow, we'll go ahead and start planting some potatoes. Alright, so we're back here. I'm finishing up field 20. The other field, I think it's field 19. We just finished up. Yeah, field 20 is now done, but we'll finish this last pass. As you can see, we didn't even use 1,000 liters of fertilizer on these two fields. So we did horrendously misjudge on that application job of field 14. It is getting dark out, so I'm going to start heading back to the farm. Let's get our money from those contracts first, though. Feel like we've accomplished something today. Jump over here. And both of them are done. Ooh. So we'll collect. That is a quick 7,100 in our pockets. Not too shabby. And we're almost back to where we started a couple episodes ago, which is a little sad. But we do have a lot of fertilizer in the tank. Like we spent $20,000 on fertilizer. Probably still $7,000 worth are still in the machine. So in that respect, I think we have gone ahead and made a profit. Because we will go through this fertilizer. It's a matter of time. I'll probably do a few more contracts on the side after we get through the potato machine. But that's going to be for tomorrow's episode. We're going to come back, settle things around the farm, and probably call this a video. Wasn't exactly what I planned on doing today, but it's good we got some money back. It's good we're ahead of the curve. Going forward, we still have quite a bit of money to make. Unfortunately, I keep spending money on equipment, and that keeps being an issue on us buying a new field. But I'd rather have decent equipment so we can do our own stuff when it comes time when we do build a field. Obviously, smashing that into the corner is not going to help our equipment down the line. But I'm slowly learning how to back this stuff up. Look at that. It could be much, much worse. So, yeah, we might end up renting the potato equipment. We'll see if we can buy something tomorrow. Would be nice to get something to wash off this tractor. It's been putting in a lot of work. Repair's fine. We do need to fill up the gas tank, so we'll do that too. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully this was interesting. I do enjoy this game quite a bit. There's a lot that we can do. It's really free range. We could just sell all the cows and the barn and do our own thing in this game. We could go logging. There is trees in this expansion. There is other things we can do to earn some money. And maybe that's stuff we get into, especially in the winter. Because I don't know how much there is to do in the winter time. I guess there are winter crops. Maybe there will be contracts for that. That's all stuff I'm not super familiar with, so here's to seeing what happens. But thanks for watching as I simulate my life one game at a time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the future action. You can follow on Twitter for updates of future games being played, as well as follow on Twitch as I try to stream 3 days a week. Thanks! And I'll see you next time at Sim the World.